Welcome to the 8th episode of Action Movie Digest from Budomate, where we bring you the latest updates on the most captivating action films from around the world. In this episode, we'll talk about a Navy SEAL officer on a dangerous mission, Jackie Chan and John Cena on Highway of Death to Baghdad, the most expensive mission, impossible film, and many other action films from Malaysia, Hong Kong, and India. Sit back, relax, and let the reels of excitement begin. We have 22 movies and 3 TV shows to talk about. Let's go! Gangnam Zombie is the new horror action movie from Korea. Citizens from upscale Gangnam in Seoul start experiencing unusual and terrifying symptoms, devolving into inhuman creatures, leaving only a few survivors with the possibility to make it out alive. Lobo Feroz is the new thriller from Spain. A detective on trail of a suspected child killer was arrested for the crime, but was allowed to walk free after a clerical error. The detective enlists the mother of the murdered child to exact a justice the legal system can't provide. Wraith Within is the new action thriller starring Michael Madsen and Chris Hahn. When a group of friends head out of town for a weekend getaway, a dangerous secret emerges that may kill them all. Ghost Town is the new Western film from Owen Conway. In the untamed west of Victoria near America, a drifter takes a job as a barman in a small Arizona town. After a series of bizarre deaths, he soon finds himself the target of suspicion. The Crime Is Mine is the new crime movie from France. Paris, France, 1935. Madeleine Verdier, a penniless actress, is accused of the murder of a famous producer. With the help of her best friend, she proves that she is acquitted for self-defense. Then begins a life of glory and success until truth comes to light. Shin Kamen Rider is the new action-adventure movie from Japan. College student and motorcycle enthusiast Takeshi Hongo is abducted by the evil organization Shocker and converted into a cyborg as part of their plans for world domination. Before they can brainwash him to do their bidding, he escapes and uses his new enhanced abilities as Kamen Rider to wage a one-man war against Shocker. Ugram is the new action movie from India. K. Shivakumar, a CI, is assigned to investigate recent disappearances. An accident leaves him injured, and upon recovery, he finds his wife and daughter missing. Determined to reunite with his family, he embarks on a relentless search. Assault on Hill 400 is the new war movie starring William Baldwin, Michael Madsen, and Eric Roberts. On November 14, 1944, the 2nd Ranger Battalion is tasked with sieging the German town of Bergstein and Hill 400, a highly strategic position that provides the Reich with high ground for artillery. The Roundup, No Way Out is the 3rd part of the Korean action franchise starring Don Le. 7 years after the Roundup in Vietnam, Don Le joins a new squad to investigate a murder case. He soon starts to dig deeper when he finds out the case involves a synthetic drug and a gang of figs. Badcop is the new action movie from Malaysia. Badcop follows life of policeman Inspector Tafari. Story tells of how he aids criminals in carrying out their criminal activities in his territory and encourages them by partnering with them for gain. Called to Duty is the new movie about a female fighter pilot squad. North Korea is threatening US with nuclear attacks and missile tests. US plans to strike back and train best pilots. However, Air Force leans on Navy's best fighter LT, Andrew Bells. Few hours before attack, the drama unfolds. Warhorse One is the new action movie from William Kaufman and Johnny Strong. While conducting a rescue mission to evacuate a group of missionaries during the 2021 U.S. military withdrawal from Afghanistan, a SEAL team helicopter is shot down by a group of insurgents. A gunned-down Navy SEAL Master Chief must guide a child to safety through a gauntlet of hostile Taliban insurgents and survive the brutal Afghanistan wilderness. Call Her King is the new action movie starring Johnny Messner and Naturi Naden. After the courthouse is hijacked by Black Caesar, brother of Shun Samuels, who has just been sentenced, Judge Gita King must rely on her strength and skills to find a way to end the standoff, save the hostages, and make her escape. Bird Box, Barcelona is a spin-off from 2018's movie starring Sandra Bullock. After a mysterious force decimates the world's population by causing all who see it to take their lives, Sebastian and his young daughter Anna must navigate their own journey of survival through the desolate streets of Barcelona. But as they form an uneasy alliance with other survivors and make their way toward a safe haven, a threat more sinister than the unseen creatures grows. The Initiated is based on 4 novels by Colombian author Mario Mendoza. Inspired by acclaimed Colombian author Mario Mendoza's literary universe comes this edge-of-your-seat suspense thriller. In a near future plagued by water shortages, Frank Molina, a gruff journalist, must face his demons to get to the murder. Ethan Hunt is back in the 7th and the most expensive Mission Impossible film. Ethan Hunt and the IMF team must track down a terrifying new weapon that threatens all of humanity if it falls into the wrong hands. With control of the future and the fate of the world at stake, a deadly race around the globe begins. Confronted by a mysterious, all-powerful enemy, Ethan is forced to consider that nothing can matter more than the mission, not even the lives of those he cares about most. The Channel is the new action movie from William Kaufman starring Clayne Crawford and Max Martini. After their bank heist goes wrong, a desperate criminal, his out-of-control brother, and their motley crew of ex-Marines must escape New Orleans and the determined FBI agent who pursues them. Fear the Night is the new movie starring Maggie Q, better known for Nikita TV series. Follows a Rocky War veteran Tess as she prepares to strike back after a group of home invaders attack during her sister's bachelorette party, and she discovers that they are hell-bent on not leaving any witnesses behind. The Comeback is the new action film from Hong Kong starring Simon Yam, Andion, and Yuen Wah. Uncle Hua is highly respected by his neighbors and had always made a living selling antiques. Because of the real estate business, the old street was forcibly demolished by the local Green Dragon Gang. 6 bodies, 7 passports, and guns were accidentally found inside the wall of Uncle Hua's antique shop, which caused everyone to be shocked. Who is Uncle Hua? Hidden Strike is the new action film starring Jackie Chan and John Cena. Sylvester Stallone was originally attached to the project, but dropped due to commitments with Creed 2. The story is set sometime in the near future, where a Chinese-owned refinery in Iraq is under attack by rebels. A team of special forces are tasked with escorting civilians out and along the highway of death to Baghdad's Green Zone. Fronting that group is the formidable Dragon Luo, who finds out that among the civilians in the refinery is his estranged daughter. The White Storm 3 is the 3rd movie of the action franchise starring Louis Koo and Aaron Kwok, an undercover cop who invade a drug cartel led by a notorious Thai drug lord. In classic heroic bloodshed fashion, the two develop a bond of brotherhood. Sympathy for the Devil is the new action thriller starring Nicolas Cage and Joel Kinnaman. After being forced to drive a mysterious passenger at gunpoint, a man finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse where it becomes clear that not everything is as it seems. Foundation returns for the 2nd season on Apple TV+, alongside new cast members including Ben Daniels and Dimitri Leonidas. As Foundation indulges more in its world building, different game boards are stapled together, many new pieces are brought in, and rules are changed. The series has even more twisty allegiances this time around, but is presented in a fashion that's often too dense and dormant. Justified. City Primeval is one of the most anticipated shows of summer 2023. City Primeval sets him up in a brand new city, with a brand new case, and with a whole new cast of characters. The show picks up with U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens drawn into a case in Detroit when a judge's car is bombed. Hoping for a quick resolution so he can spend more time with his rebellious daughter Willa, Givens instead finds that something's gone very awry in Motor City. Most prominently, the force of chaos is in the form of ruthless criminal Clement, along with a cast of local miscreants and the law enforcement officers who work to track them down. Special Ops. Lioness is the new spy thriller television series created by Taylor Sheridan that premiered on Paramount+. Jo attempts to balance her personal and professional life as the tip of the CIA's spear in the war on terror. The Lioness program enlists crews to operate undercover alongside Jo among the power brokers of state terrorism. Thank you for watching the 8th episode of Action Movie Digest from Budomate. Please don't forget that behind every explosive scene and death-defying stunt lies an army of dedicated filmmakers, stunt coordinators, and visual effects wizards who bring these epic spectacles to life. Action movies have a unique way of transporting us to fantastical realms where anything is possible. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Please keep your eyes peeled for future episodes. And don't forget to turn your brain off and enjoy the action.
I need to shut it all down.
Showtime!